Hello YouTube, Mark King here, and here's I'm going to do three articles at once. It's all pretty much telling you what these people think of you. Again, when things truly turn, crush these people, vote them out. Don't don't monetize them, punish them for pushing this agenda. Same thing with YouTube and Google. It will turn. It will turn. Google will eventually have a collapse. It happens to every company. Somebody always dethrones them, and when it does, smile and make sure you support the dethroning in some way. Anyway, Miami Herald columnist: packed beaches will work nicely to thin out the ranks of Trump and DeSantis supporters. So we all know what this really means, right? Again, it's this reporter, this columnist, should be fired. I'm not sure if he will be. Probably won't. This isn't a little boo boo. This is like you're wishing for the worst. You're wishing for the death of people, and it's absolutely nasty and disgusting. So, as some Florida beaches reopen under social distancing guidelines, Miami Herald Metro columnist Fabiola Santiago tweeted on Sunday that Florida residents packing beaches should work nicely to thin the ranks of supporters of President Trump and Governor DeSantis. Santiago tweeted, well, here's a tweet right here. Right? Santiago tweeted that packed beaches should work nicely to thin the ranks in Florida for those who value money over wealth. Money over health, right? So here's a guy sitting on his computer, typing nasty comments, typing up articles. He's prioritizing money easily over wealth. I mean, he could easily give up all his nice funds, give up his position. In fact, he won't. He won't. It's a lot of these people. They want others to do what they can't do or won't do. Like those climate pill pushers. Put down your cell phones if you care about the environment. Don't drive cars. In fact, when you buy a bike, it takes you ruin the environment because somebody has to actually produce the bike. So they don't want to see it that way. They expect you to give up your luxuries, but not them. Take off your lights, not theirs. They have to type articles and tweets. It's okay. So anyway, Donald Trump Jr. He's actually a really like funny guy. Like, man, this guy is really like, he kind of takes that meme culture and just pushes it even further. So the tweet from Miami columnist tells you all you need to know about her, and based on their hiring choices, likely everything you need to know about Miami Herald. Absolutely, the flagrant bias continues to go unchecked. Yes, the media should have rigged them over coals. Here's Dan Beningo. You're a grotesque, a genuine embarrassment, tweeted radio host. Absolutely. Awful person. Awful, awful, awful. And they're all like this. All these people with positions of power, they're all mad and crazy. It's like they've somehow. I don't know when it happened, if it was always this way, right? They align themselves with the almost the totalitarians. Obviously, I'm pushing towards communists, right? Some of their talking points are like, my goodness. Like the things that you say are just like, and the thing, they keep their jobs. They keep their jobs. It's having the right idea. Sorry, having the right think, I guess. It protects you from all liability. Anyway, I'm gonna tie this into a couple more articles, but this is just the gist of what was said, and just how do you say that and keep a job? Especially a job in journalism. Journalism is a trash, man. If this is what's okay, it's a trash industry full of trash individuals who should all be fired, and hopefully the industry collapses. Okay, sometimes things need to collapse to be rebuilt. I guess that's what the That's what these people actually believe about the United States, and I'm saying it with their company. But yeah, their company just needs to collapse the entire industry. Sorry, not just company, industry. So let's just take you to Cortez, right? Properly named Cortez. Again, she's not too brilliant. You can again, once again, you can tell by the way somebody carry themselves, the way they speak. Again, if you don't know the backstory, she's a bartender. She's not too bright. She was found by the Justice Democrats when they did like a interview process, and they found somebody who's says idiotic opinions, and they pushed her. You know, to write her scripts, and she had the right ethnic background and race, and from the right neighborhood, and they found a loophole. But anyway, so let's see, we find a tweet. Rep Cortez on Monday deleted a message in which he appeared to cheer for the historic drop in oil prices, opportunity to invest in green infrastructure. Okay, so what she was cheering for, well, besides her, okay, so I thrashed her. Everybody has trashed her, but the point is, she's cheering for people losing jobs. She's cheering for economic collapse, and they're all doing this on the left. You know, they're all doing this. They're horrible. They're absolutely horrible. I mean, it's okay. So I think this is a tweet, right? Wrote in a social media response about oil prices falling to negative values. You absolutely love to see it. Love to see the freshman congresswoman said in a response. This, along with record low interest rates, means the right time for worker-led mass investment in green infrastructure to save our planet. The lawmaker ended with the tweet cough, implying that the price crash vindicated her previous environmental activism. You know, it's like, you know, when somebody's lost all arguments, it's like, look, it's time to move on, honey. Okay, you said something stupid because you're stupid. You just had the right policies. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit of luck and the right people behind you, and you can, you know, you don't need the right brains. You know, sometimes, okay, so 99% of the time you need the brains, but there's a 1% chance you're Alexander Cortez and you get pushed by other horrible individuals. Okay? And I wouldn't touch too much on this. People have already ripped this apart, and people will continue to rip this apart until she says something even more idiotic. She's a moron. That's what she is. There's no point in mixing words. You know, she deleted the tweet, by the way, and she's been dragged over coals for it. And she tried to change history at some point, you know, pretend like it wasn't said. This is what they all do. You know. Anyway, until everybody decides to turn against these communist bastards in the whole, you know, so you probably need the journalistic industry since they're all wrapped up in this ideology. And this is just one more article. I'll just wrap them into one, and it's something I found really disgusting, right? So, Ben Carson placed on the Sudden Poverty Law Centers as the SPLC extreme watch list, right? So, the SPLC is it's in essence a branch of the Democratic Party, right? They essentially attack individuals based on the political affiliation. Alright, so they're supposed to quote unquote kind of oversee or point out hateful conduct, but they've overreached and overstepped their true value. And a lot of these leftist corporate companies are using them as a basis to ban and deplatform and even fire people. You know, so they basically, so it's like a circle. You know, imagine a corporation wants. Just give an example. Right? The corporation wants somebody fired. The SPLC steps in and pretends that there's some big outrage, and implores the corporation to fire this person, and the corporation fires this person. So it's like how I say this, it's a circular firing squad, but there's somebody in the middle. That's essentially it, right? So let's just read Ben Carson's why they put him as extreme watch list. Okay, so the group comments from Dr. Carson's book in labeling him a potential extremist. The group singled out his line from his book, a line from a book, America the Beautiful. If we can redefine marriage as between two men or two women or any other way based on social pressure as opposed to between a man and a woman, we will continue to redefine it in any way that we wish, which is a slippery slope, a disastrous ending as witnessed a dramatic fall of Roman Empire. The SPLC also took issue with the statement Dr. Carson made on 2013 on Fox News, right? So, okay, so what comes to mind right now, right, is it's just, it's like you see everything else, like the people on the right, rightfully so, point towards, look, you allowed them to have gay marriage, and then it was never enough. It was always going to expand. When you see women marrying dogs, their cats, when you see people marrying objects, you've gone too far. And it starts with something as small as this, right? It starts, and history will always repeat itself, right? If you look at history, look at stories about Sodom and Gomorrah, look at the Babylonian Empire, look at look when these, for lack of a better word, degeneracy starts to happen. You're at the end essentially. Okay, it's a little hint that you're probably at the end, because history is 100 for 100. Okay, look at the Roman Empire. Hope I'm not confusing them, by the way, the Babylonian and the Roman Empire. Oh, anyway, ended there. Just these stories. I'll just post a little link, but it's not that much. I've explained everything from read for yourself. Go ahead, but again, these people are awful. These people are disgusting, and they're your enemies. Okay, they're all your enemies. Okay. All right, guys. Take care. Share, save, subscribe, whatever. Do whatever you want. And again, it looks like lights in the tunnel. This thing should be over soon in most states. I think most states we've seen the peak, and it's now the fall, which is great. So anyway, all right. Take care. Share, save, subscribe. I said it before. All right.